Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Villager Cigar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. Doing
Good,
well.
good man. I feel like this is like an archive review. Like we're going back to the archives. Like we're looking back into the
Yeah,
past to
We've
uh to
we've
br-
we've
fill
really
anyone up.
we've reflected on this.
Yeah, we've had some
yes,
time to think about it. We're like, did we really think that? Is that really what we wanted? And now
yeah,
we're gonna speak some truth.
exactly. So today we are talking about the All Saints Solamente. Cigar is a double Robusto 5x58. Comes out of the Tavacusa factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano, binder and filler both from Nicaragua. It is blended by Mickey Peg. Price point is $11.95, and the cigar was released in December of 2019.
Ooh.
So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
The overall experience. Listen, I'm thrown off here. I'm the first one.
You're the
Here.
first one to go, man.
He
What
didn't
the
have
hell?
time to collect his
Jeez,
thoughts.
I'm like, where's June? Listen, really big cigar, rich earth, cocoa notes. There's like this some sweetness with like sharp red pepper qualities as well. Faint cream, medium full, and it added some median leather qualities in the second third while increasing, the strength and body. Um, and then the final third just showed more rich earth, damp wood, mineral, black pepper. It was a little bit rough, medium full, and strength and body. And I had decent burn and draw throughout. It didn't smoke great at the time, and I kind of found that to be I was confused. I think I
Yes.
looked up like, wait, I'm thinking Tavacusa, like the
Yeah.
Tavacusa. So
Right.
yeah, John, you're next.
Well, I pulled the good one, which I suppose is probably a good thing because I'm naturally, shall we say, biased against large ring gauge stuff. So, when I see a 58, I'm like, oh man, really? Do we have to do this? But honestly, it was an okay cigar. First third was had some complexity, powdered cocoa wood. It developed to give some vegetal sweetness, which was interesting. A lot of nuance, I think, in the first third. And it wasn't overpowering in the palate. Second third was trying to reach where it was in the first third, but I think it ended up being a little more wood forward, and then a little bit of dryness gained in there, so that kind of overwhelmed the cocoa that was still there from the first third. And last third was really toasted wood, maybe a tiny bit of chocolate, but really wood forward. But again, not unpleasant, just lacked the dynamic character that first third. I draw the good one this turn. I drew the good one this time, which was nice. So flawless burn, flawless construction. So I'm happy with that, especially if I got to smoke a 58. So, I'd say above average, slightly above average, not terrible, which is good. Aaron, how about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started well. I had a profile of toasted wood, cinnamon, creaminess, and mustiness. But by the second third, the profile had kind of pared down to like musty toasted wood and light baking spice. Kind of just maintain that profile the rest of the way. As Seth was alluding to, I had construction issues as well. I had a relight in each third, so that was a bit of a bummer.
Damn.
Yeah, so and I guess that's not typical from this factory, at least from what I smoked from there. So kind of odd. But also a little bit of a loose draw. So just not good all around the construction side of things. But fairly average cigar. After the first third, that profile was just kind of too basic to be interesting at all. But I did like this cigar better than the Dedication. So kind of taking a step up in the blend. So it has me looking forward to some of these newer releases that the company's been coming out with. So I'm all for trying it out. Let's get into the scores. Start at the top with John at 6.10. Seth gave it a 5.6, and I gave it a 5.4. So, John, how'd that 6.1 matchup for you?
I mean, listen, that's pretty high praise for me. I mean, some people might think, surgeon's a hater, but a 6.1 and a cigar that's larger than 54 ring gauge, that pretty much means if you like big ring gauge stuff, you should buy this because that's high praise. So it matches up well on the technical aspects, above average flavor profile with perfect construction because I drew the long straw, which I don't mind. Next.
All right, Seth, 5.6. You're muted.
Oh,
You almost
come
got out
on,
the whole
man.
night without it.
Oh,
Just listen.
so embarrassing.
At the time, I've actually smoked more All Saints since we smoked this one, like that St. Francis.
Yeah.
But this was, I always kind of thought this was the better of the All Saints that I smoked, even though it was kind of a funky size. I thought it was one of the better ones in terms of the flavor profile being delivered. Was this a limited edition? Yes, no.
I think so. Yeah, because it's only a single vitola.
Yeah,
Mm.
I could. It's so. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a funky thing out of Tavacuza. So
Yeah.
I would have had a better blend. John, Aaron, you're
Yeah, my 5.4 matches up well. I mean, it was an above average flavor profile. Just the construction just didn't work out for this cigar. The flavor profile might have been better if it wasn't, for the relights and for the loose straw there. It just kind of out of character construction issues from this factory. But flavor profile was still decent, even with that issue. So, but it could have been better, I'm sure, if they got the relights. So, any final thoughts on this cigar?
I'm kind of enjoying a lot of the stuff Mickey's made, just because you couldn't say that any two cigars are the same. So it's kind of nice that you're not smoking something and like, oh, this is like 50% like a Solamente, or this is 50% St. Francis. So we'll see what he's got on the docket for 2022.
Yeah, he's using some Colorado wrappers, I think, for St. Francis and maybe the Dedication as well, I think is what's going on. So, yeah, definitely some new stuff from the brand. All right.
It's gotta be weird It's gotta be weird blending at I don't know. It's gotta be weird and difficult blending at Rocky Patel, mostly just because
I'm sure Hamlet feels that way.
You just you're probably limited in everything you can go, and you have the resources. So
yeah, I mean, you wonder because I'm sure Rocky has some tobaccos that are limited just based on the project. So like, what you can play with, I'm sure there's stuff you'd love to play with, but it's like, sorry, can't give you that. But I mean, at the same time, he's probably got to have a pretty good selection of tobacco at this point, I would think.
Oh, yeah. All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Solamente.